you know those days where you can't wait for them to arrive and you can't quite believe that they'll ever actually arrive? That's how I felt for graduation day. Saturday the 12th of July. I started by taking a nice sunny morning walk around Wareham, trying to get some sunshine and some fresh air before heading up to London. And honestly, I had such a good drive. This was the only clip I took of actually being in the car, and then suddenly we were there and I was getting gowned up, and I'm a bit annoyed actually, because I was expecting the robe, so that jacket that I'm wearing, the robe and the cap to be black. So I wore my black jumpsuit in an attempt to be cool. Was still absolutely baking the whole day. But no, turns out actually the robes were navy. So clashed ever so slightly. But the main feature of the show, and the thing that I got complimented on quite a bit, were my sparkly shoes, which are actually my graduation shoes, and I have worn them for all 3, and I can't quite believe I get to say that, all 3 of my graduations I have worn these shoes. Because my gran said for my undergrad, my first one, she said, "Oh, I'll buy you a dress." And I was like, "Granny, no one's going to see the dress. Why not get some fabulous shoes?" And that's what I have. And everyone said on graduation day, on all of my graduations day, they said, "Oh wow, love your shoes." I'm like, I know, they're magical, aren't they? And yeah, and it was just wonderful. It was wonderful to put this stuff on. I really like it, but it's such a symbol of this day's here. My hard work is the hard work's been done, and now we get to enjoy it. And so, yeah, Josh could finally come in. And it was lovely. I have to say the venue was a little bit disappointing for knowing Spurgeon's and what the college looks like. It's such a pretty venue. It's such a pretty school. So this one, whilst it was lovely and spacious, and I imagine it's such a cool church, it was a little bit spread out, which felt a little bit disjointed. But it was such a lovely day nevertheless. So yeah, you can see my black and navy, and then the hood is orange, a sort of bright corally red and green. So it was all the colours clashing. But it was just, yeah, it was such a special day. And it was, I have to say, just rewatching this actually makes me quite kind of emotional, just thinking, this is this degree over with that I was super excited to sort of think about and start and then be in the midst of, and then suddenly it's all over. Here's a terrible picture of Dan and myself, who was the guy that gave us a lift up to London, and he's on the course as well. Do love the picture, time, and just being silly. Kind of, well, I'm being silly to Josh, and I think I freaked the guy out a little bit, which was quite funny. It's like, I'm making a reel, I'm being silly. I just so much energy. I didn't even think I'd had a coffee that morning, but it was just sort of, lots of emotions, lots of energy, and it was just lovely. And then I was like, as a camera, I'm going to be silly. And that was lovely.
No, it wasn't meant to be. It just sort of felt slightly that I was like...
You seem like you're a fun person, so like, hey...
That's the picture that my mum wants. She just wants a screenshot of that. Even the professional picture he took, which is only from waist high. She's like, no, I want all of it. I want the shoes as well. That made me laugh.
It's a video. Everyone wait.
And we were like, let's have like a posing picture, because we were all having pictures in hands in the pockets. So I thought we were just being kind of quite silly. There's our lecturers.
Zoom in on.
And they're being told what to do, I imagine, even though I think that they would know by now.
Dan, you got your back out?
Sorry?
You got your back out?
What do you mean? Honestly, I'm bad.
Have some academic
was a bit of a mother checking everyone's hoods. That's Pete, one of my lecturers, and my marker for my dissertation. Cry. And that's Jonas. Seidel telling us what to do. And then Dan, because he's a special sausage, he got offered if he wanted to carry the sword or the trowel of Spurgeon's.
Pleasure of giving the commissioning address.
And then this is graduation. And there's me.
Hannah lives in Wareham, Dorset. She's a digital missioner content creator and comms consultant, and the website and email coordinator at the Baptist Union. The title of her dissertation is Baptist Ecclesiology and the Digital Reformation. HannahFlemingHill.
Yay! Woo, go Hannah! This was a very lovely moment. All happened far too quick. And then I was like, I've got to shake Jonas's hand. He's been my lecturer and sort of academic guide throughout all of this. And there's Matt.
Matthew Batten.
Yay! Go Matt.
Our next two songs, The Goodness of God and Hear the Call of the Kingdom, bring us God's word this afternoon. Our thanks to...
And then they are taking the trowel and the sword away. What was really lovely about the graduation ceremony for this occasion was that it was very Christian focused, and there was hymns and songs, and it was just very Jesus focused, which was lovely. Until I walk out and I am then being silly again. And there's me and Spurgeon's trowel. That was the trowel that he used to lay the first stone for the college. And then we had snacks, and then we went to the pub and had some drinks. So Matt and Dan and I and our partners, and that was very lovely. And then Pete and Jonas turned up, and we took a load of photos and videos, and we were being silly, and it was quite funny.
Oh, you take one of me taking the picture? Yeah. You can take a picture, take a picture. Take the picture.
And
Have you got it? Have you got it? Have you got it?
yeah, it was being the fact that we haven't had a lot of on-site time together.
Yeah.
They're such a lovely bunch of guys that I've got to know, and it's just a bit sad that it's all over with. And then 10 o'clock stop at Fleet for KFC. So all in all, it was a very, very wonderful day, and a bit sad that that's it and it's over with.